So how are you affected by dementia?
My mother has dementia and I'm her caretaker. So it has affected me in numerous ways.
How many years has your mother had dementia?
Well, let's see, she's 84 and it was really brought on more in 2014. So I guess it's been about 10 years and when it first started, when she started forgetting and then it just progressed and got worse.
So throughout this time of your mom having dementia, what have you like? How has this affected you personally? Like, has there any challenges that it has caused you to have?
Yes, when she first moved in with me in 2014, it was little things like she was like, I guess, scared to ask for food, or in my cabinets are always food full. She can have anything that she wants, but she would sneak around and get food and um, repeat herself over and over again. And but she never realizes that she just may have said the same thing. And then it got worse where she would go outside and stand and look for the neighbors and things. And then gradually it got where she couldn't walk. And we finally had to put her into a rest home because she needed 24/7 care at that point.
Has there been any challenges with dementia and how um, you like you're affected, like you did not understand at any type of the point?
Yes, in the beginning, I would do the wrong thing. I've learned this over the years that I would try to correct her. And that's the wrong thing to do. Like in her talking, if she said that something was green, you should go ahead and agree with her that it's green, even if it's purple. But I would say, oh, no, that's not right. This is the way it is. So that was very upsetting for her because she would be frustrated with herself. But it was upsetting with me because I didn't know how to handle the process of dementia.
So in this time when you like first, whenever she first got diagnosed, was there any support groups or anything that you like lean towards in this process of like understanding what dementia is and trying to break down dementia?
Yes, I became a member on Facebook. There are some groups there that people tell their experience. One of my friends that lost her mother actually purchased a book. I wish I had the name of it for you. Purchased a book and told it tells you the stages of dementia, of how in the beginning it's just like maybe forgetting where you put something or forget where you're talking in a sentence like a regular person might do. But then it's different things. The next stage would be her seeing things, and it just told of how it was going to progress.
So when you were like getting the support from other people, is there any like stigmas or anything that you thought people were thinking that your mother was going through, but she wasn't actually going through it?
A lot of people would see more than I would see because I didn't want to accept it. You go through um, as a caretaker, you go through I guess, a rebellious stage, or where you don't want to accept that your loved one has this disease. And people from the outside could see the changes that are going on with them, where you would let it go because you didn't want it to be happening to her.
Yeah, that can be very hard in that time. Is there anything that you would like people to know about dementia from your
Yeah,
experience?
yes. When as it progresses, there, well, like just for example, for eating, my mom was from England and she was very proper with her eating, and she ate with her knife and fork and with her little napkin. And then it got just like started progressing like a little child. She wanted to eat with her fingers and this thing. So you have to like redirect them in a nice way. And if they say something, is even if you know that that paper is not yellow, just agree with them because it makes them more confused. And if they don't remember you as time goes on, because my mom now is in a a dementia slash Alzheimer's unit at a rest home. And sometimes when I go in there, she's like, "Oh, Kim, that's my daughter. I'm so excited to see you." And the next time she'll be like, "Who is you? Who are you?" And but don't get upset with them because you still know who they are. And then you have that memory as time goes on. And it is very hard. It's very heartbreaking that she doesn't know who people are, but stay in their life and stay visiting them, because then one time they'll know who you are, even though the next time they may not.
Is there anything else that you would like to speak on about dementia?
Well, there is a point in time. I have a friend that has a husband that's going through it, and I tell her all the time that I've been where she is, and it's good to have people that, like the support groups, when you don't know something, you can ask, and it's good to ask people. And there is a point that if you tell them, like I always told my mom, I would never put her in a rest home. Never say never, because if it gets to a point that you can't take care of them, you might have to put them in there. But then don't put them in a rest home and forget them.
Yeah, that's good advice. Is there anything else you have else that you want to speak on? Dementia, how you are affected by dementia, or how you want to break like any breaking down dementia?
Well, it's like I said, it's an awful disease. The caretaker is, you get tired yourself, and it was wearing me out. I mean, if I had to go back and do it again, I would. But it's an awful disease that there's no cure. Like you see these other things, maybe there's a cure. It just progresses and progresses, and you just have to go with it. And if they call, my mom can't walk right now; she's in a wheelchair, but she goes dancing every Friday night. So that's okay. She walks to the bus station. There's no buses where she's at. But I just go along with her because that's what you have to do. And long as they're happy and they're healthy, then that's all what it needs to be. Just keep them happy and healthy.
Do you have any advice for other caretakers out there that are dealing with dementia?
Yeah, if you need help, reach out. Don't be scared to reach out. An amazing doctor that when I took my mom to the hospital, and she said that she needed 24 care, and I'm like, well, I don't know what else to do. She said, "Would you like help?" And I looked at her and I said, "Yes." So it's okay as a caretaker that you get help.
Okay, thank you so much for talking to us today, and we hope you have a great day.
Well, thank you for having me.